Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From Bound into Comics, Star Trek The Next Generation star LeVar Burton appears to admit he assumes the worst about white people, based on their race.
No more than white people to me because of my
It seems it was only yesterday that I did a video about LeVar Burton doing something. Oh wait, it turns out it was yesterday they actually did a video about him doing or saying something utterly stupid. Jesus Christ, LeVar Burton, you portrayed one of the smartest characters in the whole of Star Trek. You were a genius, your character. Were a genius, somebody that I looked up to, and I saw myself on it. But as it turns out, the actor is pretty much a dum-dum guy. I mean, I said that about Rachel Ziegler, but I think it pretty much fits on you too. Could you please stop shitting your goddamn fucking nugget out of your goddamn fucking brain and use it to think instead? I mean, there's like, probably, I don't know, but there's probably some shape or a form of a neuron inside of your skull somewhere. At least use that to think instead of saying something retarded like that. Fuck me. And I didn't even, and let me put it this way, I didn't even see his race. I mean, I saw myself on him. And I don't care about the race. As long as your character is good and you're a good actor, I don't care. But this is obviously the woke world. And when the Star Trek The Next Generation actor LeVar Burton appears to have admitted that he assumes the worst of white people based on an ill-conceived paranoid notion that all white people feel the same towards him because of his own skin color. Yep, he's definitely being paranoid. Yeah, I think the guy may be going slightly bit nuts. There's going to be bit nuts and crazy, insane. No things like that. Allegedly. Burton revealed that his apparent feelings in response to Bound into Comics' recent report on him, his own quoted assertion that the writers of Star Trek The Next Generation harbored an unconscious bias against hate. The use of these words, especially in that combination, it always reminds me of the racist 50s, in which they said colored people, which is pretty much the same exact thing as saying people of color. Don't you just love how Democrats and all those goddamn filthy racists always seem to bring back the past? Only flip a single word here and there, just not to look too difficult. Hey, kind of like the meme of the, hey, yeah, sure, here's my homework, so copy it, but change a few things so it doesn't look the same. Pretty much the same thing. Anyway. Quote, whether they are aware of it or not, sorry, I need to make his soy voice. Oh yeah, I read this yesterday, so it does not matter. Let's go and do what we have today. Anyway, based on his own use common idiom, there's a lead for every pod, which has only ever been used in romantic sense of many once, complementary. Surprisingly, shortly after the article was published on December 15, Burton himself replied to Bound into Comics' official Twitter account, writing, "Correct, guys, my comments on Rolling Stone were critical about writers' insistence on the trianthrope of the nerdy guy being uncomfortable around a woman. I never mentioned love. You did twice in your opening paragraph." Burton's comment then garnered responses from two Bound into Comics staff, which has proceeded to engage with varying lengths of time, which is sad, really. Mr. Burton, your main complaint to RS is quoted was the idea that Jordi never found a lid for his spot is ludicrous, it's preposterous, and it's insulting. Unless a new definition has a reason finding a lot for his spot. Refers to finding love, does it not? In a moment of peculiar disingenuity, Burton then insisted that the idiom could be used in reference to finding a sexual partner. I don't think I ever heard that idiom mean sexual partner. That idiom always referred to me, and from everybody I've ever talked to, it actually, and no, even TV shows, movies, it always meant finding love, your lifelong partner. Not sexual partner, which you just go fuck it, do the freaky, and then dispose of it. Obviously, he's trying to backpedal and gaslight, probably. Allegedly. It could, but not in the context of the conversation I had with Rolling Stone journalist. This isn't about love, so the comic said this isn't about love. The idea that Jordi never found a lady for his spot, it's ridiculous and preposterous, and it's insulting me, so God damn it. Rather than admit his possible misuse of the idiom may have communicated a different message than intended, and Burton further explained his defense of the correction. Let's say. Well, I was criticizing a lack of awareness of the rightful part and cautious bias around sex life of the character and how the creative choice led to the character behaving like a miscreant sex offender stalking of Nia Brown's character. You don't know that kind of was still kind of is kind of the norm people do that. What? That's not how Rolling Stone printed your conversation with them. However, rather than continue to stall and explain his position, possibly because he realized that his argument held little water in the face of his own quoted words, Burton met Trenton official bandit comments with a block. Yeah, that's kind of typical with these people. Well, you catch them on a lie, on a hypocrisy, and the next thing they do, oh my god, they caught me! Block! Oh, there you go. Anyway, as these conversations began to catch widespread attention and were joined by supporters on both sides of the argument, Burton claims of racism were questioned by okay, we'll ask the actor, is it possible that you just assume the worst about white people due to their race? And there you go. No more than white people to me because of mine. So basically, I do not assume the worst of you based on your race. I do not see color. I judge people based on character, not skin color. And I fucking wish we could return to those days where we actually judged someone based on the actions and the character of the individual rather than superficial things like what they carry between their goddamn fucking legs, or the color of their skin, or their hair, or their nose, or their face, or their arm. I don't give a shit about any of those superficial things. I will always judge you based on your character and what you stand for on your actions. Well, pretty much based on your character says everything there. But no. Let's judge people based on race, because after all, it worked beautifully in Nazi Germany. Remember those days? If it didn't work back then, why do you think it will work today? Anyway, since this is Friday, I see you guys on Monday. If there's anything important during the weekend, I'll make a special video. Otherwise, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night.